I'm going to tell you something today I ain't told many people. My granddaughter asked me last month, real innocent, "Grandma, you ever told a real big lie?" And I laughed it off in the moment, changed the subject, but it sat with me for weeks. So I want to tell you the truth today, and I want to walk you through exactly how far one lie can travel, 'cause I lived it, and I'm still living some of the ripples from it, 40-some years later. I was 23 years old, working my first real job at an insurance office, and I made a mistake. Small mistake, honestly. Filed something wrong, cost the company a little money. Nothing that would have ended my career if I just said, plain, I made an error. But I was young and scared and prideful in a way only a 23-year-old can be prideful. And when my supervisor asked me about it, I said somebody else did it, a coworker. Real quiet young man, wouldn't hurt a fly. Name was Reginald. That's the lie. Small as it sound, saying out loud right now, all these years later, one sentence. I believe that was Reginald's file. Now let me walk you through what that one sentence set in motion, and I want you to really follow this with me, 'cause it don't stop where you think it stop. That week, Reginald got rode up. Wasn't fired, thank God, but got rode up. First mark on what had been a clean record. And I watched it happen, sitting 2 desks over, and I ain't said nothing. Told myself, it's just a little write-up. He'll be fine. First lie to myself, right there, layered on top the first lie I told my supervisor. Reginald, being rode up, got passed over for a promotion that came open about 4 months later. I know this 'cause I heard it discussed, quiet, in the break room. Somebody else got that promotion, somebody with a cleaner recent record. And Reginald, from what I understand, needed that promotion bad. He had a baby on the way, needed the extra money real particular right around then. And I sat there in that break room, hearing all this, and still ain't said nothing. Second layer. Reginald left that job about a year later. I don't know all the details, wasn't close enough to him to know the whole story, but I know money was tight for him and his young family right around that time, and I know a passed-over promotion don't help nothing when a baby's coming and the bills is stacking up. I don't know to this day whether my lie was the only reason things got hard for that man. Probably wasn't the only reason. Life is complicated, plenty of things happening in a person's life at once. But I know it was a reason. I know I put a weight on that man's back that wasn't his to carry, and I know I watched him carry it without ever once taking it back off him. Now here's where the ripple really surprised me, and this the part I think about the most. That lie didn't just change something for Reginald, it changed something in me, permanent, that I ain't even recognized was happening at the time. See, once you tell a lie like that and get away with it, something in your own character start to shift, quiet. I got a little more comfortable after that with small dishonesty here and there. Little things. Telling a boss I was sick when I wasn't. Letting somebody take blame for something small that wasn't really theirs. Wasn't dramatic. Wasn't nothing that would have made the news. But I built a habit, brick by brick, off that first lie, of protecting myself first, even when it cost somebody else something. Took me nearly 10 years and a whole lot of praying and a hard conversation with my own mother about integrity before I really looked at that habit straight on and started dismantling it, piece by piece. And here's the ripple that surprised me most of all these years later. I think about the kind of mother I was, raising my own children. During them years, I was still carrying that unexamined habit. I wonder, honest, how many small moments of dishonesty my own children witnessed in me, without me even realizing they was watching, learning, same as I learned from watching the adults around me growing up. That one lie, told when I was 23, about a file at an insurance office, might have quietly shaped a piece of how I showed up as a mother 10, 15 years later, in ways I still can't fully trace all the way through. I never did find Reginald again to apologize proper. Tried, years later, when I was in a better place with myself, but couldn't locate him. That's a weight I carry, and I expect I'll carry it the rest of my days. Not in a way that ruined my life, but in a quiet way, a honest way, that keep me humble about how much power one small, scared sentence can have. So when my granddaughter asked me, "Grandma, you ever told a real big lie?" I told her, gentle, "Let me tell you a story sometime, baby, when you a little older." And I intend to, 'cause I want her to understand, early, what I didn't understand till my 40s. A lie don't stay the size it was when you told it. It grow arms and legs of its own, walk off into somebody else's life, and sometime walk right back around into your own character, changing who you becoming, quiet, while you telling yourself it wasn't that big a deal. If you carrying an old lie of your own today, I ain't here to shame you. I'm living proof can't nobody stay pure and perfect they whole life through. But I do hope you'll look at it honest, the way I finally had to, and ask yourself what ripples might still be moving, even now, from something you thought was small a long time ago. Tell me down below, if you comfortable, whether this made you think of a moment in your own life. I read every one. No judgment. I promise you that. I'll see you next time.